I hate to be that guy. Hate to break it to you. I hate to be the one to let you know that all of this planning and plotting and trying to figure out before you can step. I'm telling you, you need to start stepping. You need to have something that works before you build some sort of grand plan around how you're going to make that thing work even better. Okay? Look, you've been plotting, you've been thinking, you've been all technical, you've been sitting down saying, hey, I could do this and 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 this. But until you start talking to people, reaching out and figuring out what they want, it doesn't really matter at all. Get out there. Maybe it's your first social media post. And you're like, I'm a little bit scared about what people think. The first 100 videos are going to suck. First 1,000 videos are going to suck. But I'm telling you this, within the first 100 videos, you're going to have people reaching out to you. You're going to have opportunities that didn't present themselves before. You're going to find ways to find video editors that'll pay you, or that'll do it for like $5 a video. You'll be able to find other people that want to onboard and team with you. You'll find more resources, more products, more people. For me, I started posting on TikTok. Suddenly, I started fiddling around with the TikTok app and found about TikTok Shop. Then I'm starting to get free stuff. Now I'm in this other group looking for advice. It's called Brands Meet Creators. Would I know about Brands Meet Creators if I didn't hop on TikTok, start making TikTok videos and look at TikTok Shop? No, because the algorithm wouldn't have shifted to my new personality yet. And guess what? Now I'm in a group full of people and they've got different apps to make money on of making videos. Would I have known any of this before? Absolutely not. My timeline would have been completely wrong for how long I thought it was going to take to make money online. Okay? Maybe you are looking at trying to become a professional piano player. Until you start playing the piano, you'll never find out what it takes to become a professional piano player. Until you start sitting down at different dinners, playing the piano in front of people, going out, playing piano in random places, random locations, outdoors, you will never find that person that sits down and says, hey, you got some talent, I got this for you, I can help you out, let's do this together. Those opportunities don't arise before you start. Take that action. For example, if I wanted to raise my arm, I could decide I want to raise my arm. Think very hard that I want to raise my arm, have a deep desire to raise my arm, but until I have the intention to actually raise my arm and take the action, nothing happens. So today, what you're going to do is you're going to get started. You're going to push play on that recording. You're going to play that piano. You're going to go in public and sing. You're going to go reach out to people in the DMs. You're going to go reach out to people. There's Facebook Marketplace. People are looking for deals all day long. Go find that free piano. Go find that car. Go find that person. Just start talking. Find out what people are looking for and what they need. Go do it. Go start talking to people. When I first started buying and selling cars years ago, people thought I was crazy to go buy an $800 car. They're like, oh, it's going to break down. It's going to be a piece of shit. It's not going to work out. It's going to be terrible. Fast forward, I'm like 30 cars in down the line. I started buying and selling RVs, traveling the country. And you think that would have happened if I just decided to say, people told me that this $800 car that I would never profit on, even though I profited in the first week, made, I think $400 in my first week. All I did was buy the car, post it again, and sold it again. Done. $400. Blew my mind. What? If I had just taken the advice of others, and they just, or even the advice that was just in my head, no, it could not work out, maybe, I'm telling you right now, that advice is just holding you back from a whole new reality. There were times where I bought a Mustang, sold it the very next day, made $700. Remember, I was 19, $700 in one day, didn't make any sense to me. People were working weeks for $700 at the time. What? You can just make money like that? Seriously, just get started. Start reaching out to people. Start providing a service that's useful and valuable. Whatever it may be. And don't be shy. You're going to mess up. Your first 100 times speaking to people are going to suck. So what? You're just getting the reps in. How do you get good at anything? You do it over and over and over and over and over again. You look for the opportunity and you do it over and over and over again. But if you sit back thinking that there's going to be the right time and the right opportunity that pops up for you, you are wrong. The opportunity is always there. It's always presenting itself. But unless you have the skill set, you won't be able to do it. And how you get the skill set? You keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then at some point, your two axes meet where you have skill, you have opportunity, and they eventually cross. And boom, there it goes. You have that opportunity. Like when I first started in my social media journey, I was a realtor. I started doing social media, created a social media company and team before I had any idea of how to make revenue from that. And then eventually, what happened? Opportunity and skill met, and I knew how to create content, and some people were asking me how to make real estate videos as realtors, paying me $250 an hour. I had no idea how that was going to work, but it did. Wanna know why? Skill meets opportunity. So you gotta be building up those skills habitually over and over and over again. Like, I'm making this video right now. At the time of this recording, I have got 330 followers, and I'm doing this every single day, repetitively, daily, without stop, because I know for a fact that if I keep showing up, the opportunity will eventually meet the skill, and there's going to be a blow up. That's just how it works. If I decided to say that, oh, I don't have enough followers, oh, I don't have enough skill, oh, I don't know what I'm doing yet, before I ever posted and got on camera, I would never be going anywhere. But every day I'm getting one step closer. One step closer. All it takes is one video. It's what it took for the beginning of my TikTok career like 4 years ago, right? Like, I posted one video, made like 100-something thousand views. And then from there, it allows me 4 years later to look back. And some of this stuff doesn't even make sense in the time. Like, at the time, like, that was a waste of time. Now it gave me the opportunity to use TikTok Shop and get a bunch of free stuff. I have lots of free stuff. Like, I got this Ridge wallet. It's like $100-something. I've got a bunch of stuff up there. I got some presents for my family because 4 years later, some action that I kept doing over and over and over and over and over again eventually paid off. And it becomes one of those things where all of those actions that you take before stack up, and then they just pile on and blow up in your face, and then things start working out. And it feels like there's a quote from a book. This book right here, Think and Grow Rich, right? This book talks about it. Let's see if I can find it for you as fast as I possibly can. I'm not even gonna pause the video. I just wanted you to see what's going on here. Because it says that riches will come in such fast abundance that you'll wonder where they come from all those lean years. Where they were hiding all those lean years. Let's find it right here. Boom, 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 boom. How fast can we do this? Oh, 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 oh. By the way, this is one of those things where a lot of people can get nervous. Like, oh, I don't know exactly what chapter it's in. It doesn't matter, because we're going to find it together. And I want you to see this process, because not everything is perfect, right? And that's something that you need to notice, is that this video will not be perfect on purpose. On purpose. Usually I might be cut this out, but it's just the fact that it's not perfect shouldn't stop you from being here and showing up and taking the action over and over and over and over again. Because this would stump a lot of people. They'd be so scared, like, oh my God, it's not working out. I could do this faster. What else can I do? William, come on now, like, find the page. And you can get all nervous, and you can delete the video, and you can think, oh my gosh, how silly and how stupid am I? And I can't help anyone. I'm not doing anything right. But honestly, no. Forget about that. You know what I mean? It's this kind of thing that separates taking the action and actually completing the action to psyching yourself out and thinking that you're not worthy, when in fact you are indeed the most worthy person ever to do anything. Your soul is invaluable, right? Like, nothing can ever outprice your soul. Couldn't find it, but we're gonna use ChatGPT, and this is how you start changing things. Give me the Think and Grow Rich quote about money coming in such vast abundance. Okay, here's a quote. And by the way, this is what you have to do in real life. Is like, okay, I couldn't find it in the book fast enough for you. Boom, I moved over to ChatGPT. This is called like readjusting and changing, because unless you start, you'll never know how to do this. When money comes in quantities known as big money, it flows to one who's accumulates it at, When money comes in quantities known as big money, it flows to the one who accumulates it as easily as water flows downhill. There exists a great unseen stream of power which may be compared to a river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all who get into that side of the stream onward and upward to wealth, and the other side flows in the opposite direction, carrying all those who are unfortunate enough to get into it and not able to extricate themselves from it downwards to misery and poverty. So it's one of those things where once you take all these actions, you get put into that upward hill of momentum that propels you to where you need to go. It is this action that you take over and over and over again, not the contemplation, not the decision making, not the anything else besides the active doing it over and over again. And regardless, you are going to do your best, but your best changes all the time. One thing that used to scare me so much was, in the beginning, I used to make these YouTube videos. I used to edit them a lot more. I used to think, oh my God, if I make a really good YouTube video and the next one bombs or the next one sucks, I'm going to be a terrible person and I won't be providing. But what's really happening is I was delaying myself from posting at all. And who's getting value from that? I'm hurting people. People need this information. People need to know that whatever they're doing is vitally important. What you're doing is vitally important to the world. And every single day that you delay from posting, from sharing, from reaching out, to offering your service, you are hurting people. People are in tough positions and they wish and they're begging that someone like you could be there for them. That's what the world is wishing for you to be there for them. Don't underestimate the pain that people are going through because you haven't started. Because you think that you're not ready, but you are. If you're having the thought, you're ready. Start taking that action, right? That's it. Don't worry about it. Change your profile, change your bio, change whatever. Be more fluid. Don't be stuck to one personality. Your personality is always changing constantly, consistently. You're a new person every second. Something's not working out, change it. Change it. Change it. Change it till it starts working the way you want it to work. But you need to take that first step in action. You got this. From my, it's yours. I love you. Go ahead, subscribe. Helps out with the algorithm. Cheers.